Yo, what's up, boys? Lucky here, and today I want to talk about a movie I saw recently, and I had to give a shout out to my wife. Wow, she picked this movie, and it was amazing, dude. So, this is a horror movie. It's called Bone Tomahawk. This movie is very underrated. I've told everyone that I work with and all my friends, I've told them, hey, you need to watch this movie. Have you watched this movie yet, or anything like that? And they all say no, and then I'm like, yo. So my wife saw this TikTok where it was like a fucked up scene, and she completely got sold on it. So we started watching it, and bro, let me put it in the background, okay? Just so you guys can have a little. Now this is a fucking, I would say, 9 out of 10 movie. All right, especially if you're looking for horror and action and a little bit of comedy, because it has all three. So before I start playing this, you go watch it. Bone Tomahawk. Do what you gotta do. It was on Netflix a week ago, but now it's not, which kind of sucks. But I'm just gonna play it in the background. Hopefully, there's no spoilers. But this is a old Western movie, where it's kind of they're going to. Oh my God, Jesus. Well, it shows the brutality of people and what they're doing, and there's thieves, there's robbers, but the main character is a man who's married to a doctor, and then there's also a sheriff, which is the second main character. There's basically like five people, five guys that are the main characters. But basically, if they pop up on the screen, I'll let you know. This is where the evil is not a ghost or anything like that. This is Native Americans that are cannibals. I've been wanting to see a movie about Native Americans that are cannibals, or like Indians or whatever, for so long. And I saw this one where it was like in the tropical rainforest. That one was pretty good, but this one is so fucking good, dude. Oh my goodness, bro. So we follow a rich man, a man who's married to a wife. That's the main character. A sheriff and his second in command. Oh, let me move. That's the sheriff right there. Okay, that's the sheriff and the second in command. So those two and the other two men, the one on the horse, on the white horse right here, this guy right here, he is married to the nurse lady, right? So basically, what happens is Native Americans come in. They're kind of they're the the sheriff and everyone. They're all seeing who they picked up someone that's. Oh, and let's talk about this guy. This guy's a rich man. He's a fucking badass, bro. He's got a good point. He's killed like 150 Native Americans. So he comes along because he wraps the wife in. There's kind of a love affair, you know. As you can see, it's really fucking brutal. But it's such a good fucking movie, dude. The second in command sheriff is so funny. Look, this is one of the Native Americans. And that's the brutal scene right there that my wife saw on TikTok and a lot of people saw. You could already tell what's going on. Um, yeah, but basically, like I said, go watch it. I'm gonna get into spoilers now. Uh, the comedy from the old guy, his second in command, it's so fucking funny. The stories of how all the men die, it's fucking amazing. Even the rich guy, when he dies, he's like, "Yeah, I'm scared of dying," you know. Fucking grabs a cigarette, fucking manly as shit, and then does a one-on-one with one of the fucking Native Americans. It's fucking badass. By the way, this is a video from Ryan Hollinger, so if you guys gotta watch it, I'm just kind of watching it for his background. But basically, they take this man's wife that is right there on the screen, and they basically I gotta make sure that she's on mute. Uh, oops. But basically, they take his wife and then they go to pick her up again because they were investigating a man, so they need a doctor. Blah blah blah. But they end up taking one of the sheriffs. They end up taking his wife, the doctor, and then the town's doctor, and also his wife. And then they end up taking the suspect and. Yeah, he was a serial killer. He was killing people. Good thing we didn't follow that story, but going against the Native Americans is crazy, bro. There's only like 13 of them. But I think where it turns into horror is when they go into the nest. Because, they're just fighting morals and throwing funny jabs and all this. But, dude, it's such a fucking good movie, bro. The old man is so funny. And these men are like manly, you know. It's a good like Westerner. Um, yeah, I mean, holy shit. What else can I say about this movie? Dude, I no homo, but I fell in love with the top left guy. You know, the guy dressed in all white, his mustache and his fucking aura, bro. It was so crazy. You know, they do plans or whatever. It really makes you go into that timeline back then, you know, and also just the revenge story itself, like going to go save his wife, is amazing, and his fucking all doing it while his leg is broken is crazy because you can actually see the pain. He's walking slower. He's behind from everyone. This is a different movie. I don't know why we're watching different movies now. Yeah, but like if you want to see a horror movie, it's got a bit of comedy. It's got a lot of action. This shit is fucking good, you know. The sheriff is a badass. The second in command is loyal and is a badass. The Indians, the Native Americans that are cannibals here, they are completely horrifying. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention because I watched this movie like a month ago, but in their neck they have like holes. I don't know if it's genetically or made when they're kids, but basically they have holes where they don't talk. They just whistle and it sounds like. It sounds like someone's dying. Hold on, let me see if I have my. So look, boys, I got this. Don't be scared. But this is a death whistle from Mexico, Cancun, when we went to the pyramids. But it basically sounds like this. I don't know if it's gonna work. It sounds like that, bro. But I mean, if I can get the whistle to sound, you know, more loud, it would definitely be louder and scarier. But it sounds like that, and that's how they communicate. That's how they echo. So what the main character does is he fucking pulls it out of a Native American because he's the last one standing, and he pulls it out of a Native American, and he's just going around, blows it, and then they start running out because they think it's one of them, and then he just fucking kills them, which is crazy, dude. Or deletes them, I should say. So very smart. I can't believe that, you know, he pulled through it. I can't believe this movie went the way it did. One of the more horror aspects is that, and also, no, this is all spoilers. We get to see the females, and it's basically two females, no legs, no arms. Their eyes have corkscrews on them, and they're no limbs, just like laying down, and they just use them for breathing, bro. They're literally pocket peas, bro. And there's two, and they're just breeding them, and that's about it. Which is crazy, bro. That's they eat humans, so they were, you know, they got one of the sheriffs and they ate him, and then while he's being tortured, the sheriff's like, "Don't worry, we got a cavalry outside. We're gonna kill these fucking guys. Your death won't be in vain." And then the second in command's like, "Why did you lie to him? Do you actually have a plan B?" And he's like, "No, but if that were me going through that, that's the only thing I would want to hear." And stuff like that, bro. Like the writing is so fucking good. I don't know who wrote this, dude. But we need to find out and get him on Marvel movies, dude. If he works with, you know, you know, if he works with these directors, I mean, dude, he's gonna fucking blow magic. I don't know if he's a known writer or a writer that's been doing this, but dude, the writing is so good. The jokes are so good. Everything that comes out of the mouths of these characters is so good, and I'm glazing so hard right now because it's so fucking amazing. I fell in love with all these characters. Maybe not the wife because we didn't see her that much, and also, you know, the sheriff. But I feel like every death that they use it in like a very good way, or like it's not just a wasted death, you know. They delete people left and right, but it's more like it's important, you know. It's important to the plot and what they're trying to say, and there's always meaning. So yeah, I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10 must watch. You guys have to watch this. I cannot glaze this enough. I'll talk to you guys all later, and peace out.